let's bow our heads and be aware of God's presence in our midst. Let us pray. Almighty and ever-living God, we ascribe to you all the glory and honor, for you alone are our Creator, our Lord, and our Savior. Thank you, Lord, for the things you have given us, especially for all this newly procured PNP equipment. We pray that our activity this morning will reinforce our determination to fulfill our sworn duties and responsibilities alongside our capability enhancement program. And so we consecrate into your divine care the competence and integrity of the PNP in the service of your people. Let our day-to-day duties contribute to the honor and legacy of the PNP institution, which we now hold very dear in our hearts. Full of gratitude from your infinite benevolence, we commend into your most compassionate heart all the men and women of the PNP, especially the leadership. May the entire PNP organization now steadily gain success and glowing with achievements for the betterment of the service in the glory of your heavenly kingdom. All this we ask in your mighty name. Amen.
Please be seated. Committee, Police Major General Josema Victor Ramos.
Our officer in charge, Philippine National Police, Lieutenant General Archie Francisco F. Gamboa. Sir, may I respectfully present to you the newly procured equipment under the PNP's Capability Enhancement Program for calendar year 2012, 2013, 2014, 2015, 2016, 2018, and 2019 with a total contract price of 3,970,226,272 pesos. The National Headquarters Bids and Awards Committee, Philippine International Trading Corporation, and Procurement Service, Department of Budget and Management successfully procured the following various equipment. For Special Action Force Air Unit, 1 unit Bell 429 helicopter, twin engine, 2 units Airbus H125 helicopter, single engine turbine. 1 is currently deployed in Samar. 2 units R-44 training helicopter. For mobile forces, high-risk police stations and maritime group, 141 units Negev 7.62mm light machine gun, 8 units Negev 5.56 light machine gun, 205 units K3 5.56 light machine gun, 21,992 units Galil 5.56 basic assault rifle, 1,677 units K2C1 5.56 basic assault rifle, 7,924 units enhanced combat helmet level 3. For EOD K9 group, 21 units EOD K9 patrol vehicle. For police regional officers, 34 units brand new utility truck, 51 units rotary blade propelled wing unmanned UAV. For new PNP recruit, PNPY, 2001 units Taurus 9mm striker fired pistol, 6,353 units TISA 9mm striker fired pistol, and 10,000 units Canik 5.56 striker fired pistol. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. The Lord be with you. Prayer of blessing. Almighty and ever-living God, who will that the works of man be ordered both to the glory of your name and the welfare of mankind.
Diyan tayo kay CPIC dyan eh. Sa right side. Sino gusto sumakay?
Busy ko sa'yo.
Ay, picture.
Busy ko sa'yo.
Buwak, hindi naman sa kabila.
Kasya nga pa.
51 units rotary blade, propelled wing UAV, and 7,924 units enhanced combat helmet
Sikip sir,
level
sikip. Hindi
2.
siya pagkahin. Wala na. Ay, bakit sir?
Leading the blessing is the officer in charge, Chief Francisco Gamboa, together with the PNP.
Busy sir, busy.
Sir, busy sir. Sir, isang kilo to.
Brand new ito ha, brand new.
Huwag tayo.
Tayo para wala.
Wala na 86.
Ayaw.
86. Ayaw. Oo. Nasa na 86. Sige. Hindi naman ko yung number na. Si Ted. Sir. Ayan. Yan, matras na. Ansan sa CIA? Matras na kasi. Sir Candila, sir. Yan. Sigurado kayo, bago to ha? Oo, bago to. Sir, sa pisoy sir, konti pa sir. Hindi tatakon. Sir. Wala naman election eh.
Baka bagong lipat sa karton ha.
Thank you sir.
Baka bagong pintura no? Mukhang bago eh. Bago. Meron.
Masyado mataas. Tama sa ano.
Ini.
Yun.
Basta din sa ano, 20,000. Oo. Ito ba?
Tisa. 30 to eh. 30 din to. Hindi ka na.
O sir.
Yung ano, yung halil na 21, ay yung halil ko na PNP na 23rd.
Taratos Street.
Matagal na negosasyon.
One size. One size naman. Hindi dahil sa kinarch siya ng PNP. Matagal. Ayun. Pwede nang barilin. Testingin. Testing.
762, 350 meters. No penetration.
Coincidence po na D30 talaga yung model. No, D30. D30. Oo nga, no? Pwede ko lang lagi. Ha? D30. Ito yung model. D30. D30. Anong bigyan niya cellphone? Huawei, sir. Pang-ipit natin. Saka yung app niya. Nandyan sa cellphone niya. Kailangan ng coupling? Bro.
Okay?
Yusuf Dave Almahinez, Philippine International Trading Corporation, for his invaluable support in the successful procurement of various PNP equipment necessary to the attainment of the PNP's vision, mission, and function. Signed by the officer in charge of the Philippine National Police, Lieutenant General Archie Vestislo Gamboa. Thank you, sir. Plaque of appreciation is presented to Executive Director Elisa May Cueva, Procurement Service, Department of Budget and Management, for invaluable service and support to the successful procurement of various PNP equipment. The plaque will be received by Ms. Rosalinda Dapido, Internal Auditor, PSBBM.
Thank you. Please be seated. To Yusuf Dave and our representative from the Procurement Service, UBM, and of course our friends from Robinson, to the DCO, Doc, si Tutoy, and then si Vilor, si TPS, Jovic, and Edwin, the chairman and vice chairman of the Beach and Awards Committee. Mabuti na lang pumayag kayo na umalis na ako sa back. After 3 years, bago nila ako binitawan. Kung hindi pa ako nag-OIC, ayaw pa nila ako bitawan. To the members of the director staff, the regional directors who are present today, directors of the National Separate Support Units, Police Commissioned Officers, Non-Commissioned Officers, ladies and gentlemen, mayong buntag. Ang nakalagay sa briefing is 906 million. No? But I suppose, based on the endorsement of the Chairman Beach and Awards Committee, this is over 3 billion worth of equipment. Magtataka kayo kung bakit since 2012, medyo bumagal yung ating procurement doon sa procurement service. No? And actually, we were allowed, as an exemption, to use our monies there. So thank you very much for allowing us. Of course, it was approved through the consent of the Department of Budget and Management and the National Treasury. So we'd like to thank our friends from the PITC and PSDBM for helping us in the procurement of this much-needed equipment. The PNP's 10-year Capability Enhancement Program puts emphasis on the acquisition and upgrading of its move, shoot, communicate, and investigate capability that will boost the operational and administrative readiness of the police force. Equipping the police force is also included in the current administration's platform that mirrors the President's desire to eradicate crimes, insurgency, and terrorism. For the information of everybody, based on a 2 billion capability enhancement program since 2010, we have consistently received 2 billion from government. But when the Duterte administration came about, in the first 3 years of the Duterte administration, from the usual 2 billion or totaling supposed to be to 6 billion, umabot na po ito ng almost 27 billion. No? So ganyan tayo ka-privilege, ganyan ka-supportive si President Duterte sa ating Capability Enhancement Program. It was guided by President Duterte's belief that the national security and the economic development are closely intertwined and mutually reinforcing conditions. There can be no peace without development and progress, and it cannot thrive without peace. And one of the key features of strategic actions under the current administration's national security strategy is to modernize, professionalize, and synergize the Philippine Armed Forces and the National Police to be capable of combating terrorism, insurgency, and subversion quickly and decisively. While we have come a long way, we must go further if we are to ensure greater diversity and to truly have modern police forces that would help reflect peaceful governance and happy communities in line with our visions and goals. And along with this comes the need of equipment for the accomplishment of the PNP's mission and functions to be comparable to the world's best law enforcement units. Looking to the future, as perceived, the government's thrust is to continuously grow the PNP force, provide it with modernized equipment, and train units to conduct large-scale, decisive action operations. All of these efforts are underway as we contemplate the implications of future security crisis, which is likely to require operations in multiple domains, especially in inter-regional territories. As a result, it is important for the PNP to balance its effort to rebuild and sustain the operational readiness of our existing force in preparation for future threats. The PNP procurement aligns with the realization emphasized that the newly acquired police equipment will steer and enhance operational readiness and personal protection during police operations in the flagship campaign of the national government against terrorism, illegal drugs, and criminality, and to further support other government organizations to prevent or solve crimes. All these efforts will help in nation building, especially in the preservation of life and maintenance of peace. Contemplating in the modernization program of the PNP, I could not help myself but to share a dialogue between a master and his student. A student said to his master, "You teach me fighting and equipping me with necessary tools, but you talk about peace. How do you reconcile the two?" The master replied, "It is better to be a warrior armed with sword in a garden than to be a gardener in a war." The police force, like the warrior, even its advocacy is to maintain peace and orderliness. Still, it is better to always be prepared and ready for any circumstances that might come in our way in the future. Clearly, we can conclude that the intention of the current administration is to beef up PNP's capability through adequate, suitable, and responsive equipment for all its personnel with high standards of transparency and accountability at its core. May we continue to overcome all the challenges thrown to us as an organization for the good and for the service of our country. Maraming salamat at mabuhay ang Philippine National Police.
Thank you, sir. Before we end the program, we request the OIC PNP for more photo ops, sir. First set is the